Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome.
Good evening, good evening.
Welcome to ReCooper8 on 92.7 FM, your community access radio station. How are you doing over there, Katie?
I'm all right, thanks.
Good. You look really stylish in those 1980s headphones.
Thanks.
Oh, I look dreadful. It's not doing me any good at all, eh?
Put them further back on your ear holes. Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, I know. So for those who can't see, which is most of you, we're wearing these really dinky little headphones. But I'm not feeling as sexy as I usually do in these, you know. How are you?
Okay.
We had a bit of a ranty car journey, didn't we?
We did.
I've had a difficult day, creatively. My computer is all gummed up, mainly with The Sims 4, which
right.
Flo likes to play.
Yeah.
Do you know how much memory that takes?
I'd say quite a lot.
25 gigabytes.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And more gets added every day, the more she does. It's just an outrage. So then I thought, well, I'll clean my Mac, I'll clean my computer. Mum's listening. Hi, Mum. And so I've got this app that does that for you. So I thought, well, I won't just clean my computer, I'll clean my external hard drive. And I'm sitting in bed waiting for it to clean. An hour and a half later, it's still doing it, and I'm still sat there just watching it. And when you've got yourself on a course of action, and you think, well, any minute now, surely to God, this cleaning fandangle's going to stop, and it's going to tell me, and it didn't.
Is it still going?
Pretty much. I had to abort, and so then I went and did some photographs. That was okay. I felt a bit more creatively in control then. But then I came back and I decided I would empty the trash on my Mac, and and the same thing happened. I was there for hours just waiting. So I mowed the lawns, cleaned the kitchen, and in that time it was still cleaning the trash. Say something.
I'm not a Mac user, so I don't.
Oh, that's not an answer. That is not an answer.
Sorry.
Anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's so lovely to have you here. And I'm generally quite scratchy, a bit burpy as well, because, I like hearing people burp on radio. Sometimes you can hear them do it. They're like swallowing a burp.
Yeah, but you're supposed to turn off the microphone, aren't you? Like they do on national radio. If someone sneezes.
But that's if you're professional, Which we may be many things, Katie, but we're not professional.
Who are we talking to this evening?
Well, we're talking to Charlotte, friend of the show, Harding. Yeah. Because she's kind of got into this thing called Fika.
Yeah.
Not Pika.
No. Fika, F-I-K-A.
Yes, which is the Swedish kind of coffee time. But it's that and more, because the Swedes couldn't just, if they're going to make up a whole word for it, it's going to pack more into it than just having a coffee.
Yeah.
So I've read a bit actually around the subject. Actually, did a bit of research.
So did I. It's
Did you?
weird. And
Yeah.
And when I looked up Fika music, because I thought I might put something on the playlist,
Oh yeah.
half of my playlist are already Swedish artists who play Fika. It was weird. So I have a song on from a Swedish.
So there's
'cause it's
actually
Swedish, right?
Yeah, it is Swedish. Yeah. So there's Fika music. Oh, yeah. What happened there? What was that?
I swallowed as I was about to talk.
Can you walk and chew gum at the same time? I thought maybe it was a bit of bounty going down the wrong way, because not only have we had a crunchy, we've had a bounty.
It's there is a playlist.
Yeah.
You put Fika into.
See, on our NZ, they would have turned off the mics and then fired you.
I put Fika into the Spotify.
Yeah.
Then I forgot it was called Fika, and I put in Maker, and then I go all Makers.
Oh,
I like
brilliant.
a bit of Maker.
I do too.
And then I put in Pika, and that was wrong. Music to eat non-organic things.
Matter with, yeah. My mum had, she was into ice cubes, could crunch ice cubes when she was pregnant with me.
Oh, yeah.
That was her Pika. I didn't have it. Did you? Did you want to do anything weird like that?
No, I had to have pad thai every day.
Wow, you had to?
Yeah. I ate really hot pad thai and a chocolate milkshake every day while I was
Whoa,
working.
that sounds like heartburn in a glass.
It was good.
Would you have it at the same time?
No.
You know, like, would your drink
Oh,
be...
yeah.
Oh, yuck. I just can't imagine putting the two together.
Yeah.
So
Don't yuck my yum.
I yuck, yeah. I thought when I
Yuck my
was
pregnant yum.
pregnant with Isla, I thought what I wanted was Wheat Bix, and so convinced was I that Wheat Bix was the thing that I was really craving. I was working in Upper Hutt at the time, and that is a dead zone for cuisine, right? So I would go. Well, I'm sorry, Upper Hutt, but I know. Look, I am prepared
Actually-
to stand by this.
Yeah, maybe 14 years ago.
Yes.
13 years ago.
Okay. All right.
Look,
Look.
qualify that.
Okay. Do I have to? Oh, all right. Have I got?
Jolly good burger fuel in Upper Hutt.
Oh yes, burger fuel. Yeah, that's true. But anyway, so I thought it was Wheat Bix. So I didn't just get 12 biscuits. I didn't get 18 biscuits. I went for the full, like as many as you can cram in a box, like the 36 biscuit pack.
Family size.
Yeah, family size, value written all over it. I get it back to the office. I like it with hot milk. So I put them into the microwave. I slathered it with sugar, so by this point it's looking like cement. I take one mouthful and then have to go and throw up. It was not what I wanted at all. And I have not been able to touch Wheat Bix since.
Really?
13 years, Katie, with not a Wheat Bix has
It's
passed
a
my
good
lips.
piece of information to know and file away.
Yeah.
If we ever fall out in a big way.
What would you do? Force feed me Wheat Bix?
No, it'd make you Wheat Bix slice. Have you ever had Wheat Bix slice?
No, that sounds horrible.
It's made with Wheat Bix.
What, mushed up?
I think so. I've never had it.
One thing I could still eat is what my mum used to do for us, which was a Wheat Bix dry biscuit slathered in butter and jam. Oh my God. But you do need to have a glass of water next to you, otherwise you just end up suffocating because that stuff accumulates at the back of your throat. Yeah.
Now, what Mark will have to tell me this, but we knew a young man who was trying to earn money to buy something special, and his parent said, I'll give you the money to buy something special if you eat 26 dry Wheat Bix or something.
Yeah?
And he did it. I have to fact check that amount.
Oh, that sounds cruel.
Cool. Yeah, it was cool.
Cruel.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it was really cool.
How is it cool?
It's cool.
I'm just getting... Look, I'm trying to get a tissue and instead I get a poo bag. Trying to get a tissue out my pocket. Right, no, so no, I'm joking. That wasn't my snozzle. Well, that's interesting. Have you ever done that in your family? Like, I will give you your pocket money if you...
Yeah. I've got lots of good things out of my life doing.
Like what?
I got tickets to...
Could you speak into the microphone, young lady? Thank you.
I got tickets to... oh, God, I can't remember what it's called.
Make it up. Lionel Richie?
No. The Gathering, which was a big dance party in Takaka Hill in the...
Oh, that sounds
in
cool.
the 90s.
Yeah.
I think I was a student. And I
Yeah,
couldn't
you would
afford
have
a
been.
ticket. And someone said, I'll buy you a ticket if you do this, dear.
What did you do? What did you have to do?
It's pretty bad. I don't want to say it.
Can you do it in rhyme? And then we sounds like...
I had to jog down from Mount Vic, where we were living at the time,
Yeah.
and go into Video Easy
Yeah?
and rent a video and then jog back.
Right. But what kind of a video did you have to rent?
Not the video, but I had to do it in my
Pyjamas?
underpants.
Underpants. Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Have you got photographic evidence?
No, but they drove alongside me in the car and like...
Shouting
made sure-
encouragement?
Yeah. And then I got a ticket for something where I ate a cow pat, a dry cow pat.
Oh, you did not. Now tell me about... yeah, but even when they're dry, they're still wet and hot in the middle.
No, I didn't eat. I just ate that out a bit, like the crust, if you will. Anyway.
I can't... But hang on a minute. What does it taste like?
I can't remember. I was 18 or something.
You would have got terrible gastro... No? Oh, my God. You think you know someone, listener,
I know.
don't you, eh?
I thought you liked Wheat Bix. It's a night of revelations. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's have some music.
Well, okay. I've just got to work out how to do it.
Oh.
I'm so up-de-doo tonight.
Up-de-doos.
Up-de-doo. So anyway, the other thing the other person, oh my God, honestly. The other person we're talking to is John Gilberthorpe. He is directing Ladies' Day, which is a play being put on at Studio 73. And also otherwise known as Greytown Little Theatre, or it was.
Maybe,
We're
not
going to
sure.
find out. That's right, because we're all about the fact checking. Has Mark got back in touch about the?
No, he hasn't fact checked my. I think
Maybe
it
you
was-
were spot on. Maybe you were absolutely right.
I
But
tend to get those kind of
Gild the
things wrong.
lily,
Oh, is that what it's called?
over-egg the pudding.
Oh,
I don't know if that's right.
yeah. Is that like
Gild the lily.
generous with the truth?
No, actually, I think gild the lily is when you it's just. Do you know? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. All right. So what are we going to play?
It means to try. Oh, it's not gilding. That's wrong. You've used it in the wrong context.
Okay,
Gild the lily is trying to improve what is already excellent or beautiful.
Oh. Well, neither of us need that, do we?
No. No. Let's play
Yep.
Freebird
Free Bird.
by Leonard Skinner.
Oh,
The
okay.
original is 9 minutes 80.
Oh, well, that's ridiculous.
We're not allowed to play that.
No. So what have we got?
I've got the edited radio version.
Oh, yeah, it says edit.
Version.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to press play.
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard.
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 Leonard. Were they from Dorset?
I don't know. I think they're American.
Oh.
We'll find out.
Okay.
about them.
Yeah. Let's do some research. Now, do you say research or research?
I'm going to do some research. Research.
Yeah.
Research.
Research. Mm. Right.
Is
I'm
that
going to.
because you're training to be a journalist?
Oh.
Did
Did you
everybody
just
know
mention?
that? We'll talk about that when we come back.
Okay, that's it. What I could do is read one of my articles out loud. I'm joking. I only did that to my mum once, all right? Okay. Oh, no, I did it to Jess, I think. Anyway, might have done it to them both. Right. Free Bird.
Time is free.
I'm pressing. Do I know? Oh, no, that's not right, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, but it's coming out of the wrong thing, Katie.
It's coming out of my head. And my ears, I mean.
Right. Is it? No, it wasn't. It was coming out of my phone. Oh. Yeah, no, that's not right. Let me just... Oh, I know what I've got to do. I've got to connect it by Bluetooth. Yeah.
We'll get there.
We will get there.
We'll get there.
We will get there. Katie Kidson Abbott.
That's me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I've got to press this button as well.
Oh, crikey.
I know. There's
Something's
so much
flashing.
going on. Yep, got it. Okay. I'm never quite sure, what's top secret.
Don't read the password out on air, Lucy.
No, that's right. Oh, I don't think I want it to read all my contacts and favourites, do you?
No.
Don't allow that, no. Okay, let's have another go, shall we? So this is Freebird. We've already established who it's by. Leonard Skinner. All right, I'm going to give it another go. That's better, isn't it? Hear it coming through your headphones? We'll leave you to enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. Freebird, Leonard Skinner.
If I leave here tomorrow,
Well, that was just epic, epic. Katie Abbott, well done for just getting the show started.
With that Leonard Skinner. So they're from Jacksonville, Florida. I just looked up.
Yeah, heaps of
Kind of
facts. Come on,
sad-
dish
sad
them to
little
us.
Thing.
Yeah, very sad, eh?
They were in a plane crash, and 3 of the band members died.
Yeah.
And the other band members surviving, and one of them, as they came out with all the survivors from the plane crash, got shot by a farmer as they emerged from a field.
Gosh. But so
The last original member died in March. So they're all gone now, but they live on.
They do live on. They do, which is wonderful. They live on in our hearts and on ReCooper8 92.7 FM. Community Access Radio, Wairarapa, Arrow FM, just one of the finest stations there is, known to man and woman. I had a feeling that the facts about Lynyrd Skynyrd would go on for a bit longer, but they you kind of whipped through that so fast.
It's okay.
Yeah, it was such a great track.
But tell us what you've been up to, Lucy, because for those of you who don't know, Lucy's training to be a journalist.
I am. I have got the most fabulous group in my year group.
What do you do? What's the thing you do?
It's a didn't we talk about this last time?
No.
Okay. A postgraduate diploma in journalism at Massey University.
Yes.
My tutor for this semester's paper is the wonderful Bernie Whelan. Oh, we love Bernie. He's such a trooper. And then I've got quite a big group. I think there might be about 18 on the course. It's a year-long course, but you can take up to 4 years to do it, which I think is very generous.
Very.
But I hope to get it done in 2.
And at the rate you're going, Lucy, I think you'll easily achieve that.
Oh, I hope so. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's very practical. So, you're writing from day one. We had a what's it called? A week's intensive, which, you're all all in a room together, kind of just, doing stuff. And I went out and wrote my first story, which was about Scrabble Wellington, moving premises, from Vogelmorn to somewhere else.
Thorndon.
Thank you.
I read it. Since then, you've been published in Times Age.
I have. I've had a couple of articles in the Wairarapa Times Age. I've had one in the midweek. I'm going to be interviewing the wonderful people at our Mua tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But what, not but what. I would really like to sink my teeth into something quite significant. Like I really want somebody to just email me a tip.
Oh. A hot tip.
Yeah, a hot
or a
tip.
tip off.
Yeah, a tip off, yeah. And, I want to...
just set up a dedicated email.
Yeah, I could do, couldn't I? Yeah.
Hot tips.
Hot You don't want to say that quickly, do you? Hot tips. Lucy's hot tips.
That might have already been taken. You might have to have Lucy's Hot Tips 2001.
And I can't imagine what kind of traffic I'll attract. But I'm really, really enjoying it. Next semester, I've got data and investigative journalism. So that will be incroyable. That will be where you learn, how to do that kind of deep dive stuff.
Pointy end of journalism.
Pointy
interpreting tons and tons of data.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We don't have, we don't want for data.
We don't want for it, but we want for people who can correctly interpret it.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. And in fact, somebody on my course, they just had a marvellous piece published in Stuff. So he worked with one of our tutors is called Kelly Dennett. She wrote a couple of books. I'm reading one currently at the minute. She was into true crime stuff. Oh, yeah. But she's a tutor and helped Dylan with an article about... he went out and asked leaders of the political parties whether they do their own shopping, because it was all on the premise that Oh,
that was because the question that politicians always get is how much is a bottle of milk and a loaf of bread.
That's right. And that, they were feeling the pinch as well. Yeah. And I think Dylan's premise is, well, that's just nonsense. They're paid quite well. It's probably unlikely that they're feeling it as badly as others.
Yeah. I think I might have seen that.
Yeah. So he did a great article, just kind of covering that off. And it was kind of compare and contrast style as well. So we were talking to the politicians, but then also talking to people in in Pack and Save supermarket and saying, how is it for you? And people are saying, well, this is ludicrous. You know, prices are just, they don't seem to bear any relationship to anything anymore.
No.
Yeah. So we're given so much support as well. You know, our tutors are fabulous and are just all about encouraging you to write. And it's just such a liberating feeling, being given the tools to write something, you know? And I'm just forever thinking up stories.
You are.
Yeah. I think I do love, I'm kind of great with the feel-good stories. I want something that feels slightly less good.
Oh, okay.
You know, I
Yeah.
want something that I can genuinely ask difficult questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just go to something good and start asking difficult questions.
Yeah, I could, yeah. Yeah, I could. I could stop being, you know, quite so
Polite.
so polite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
You came with me to shout out to the Oxford Street residents.
Yes.
We had, in my working life for Wairarapa Pukaha Te Kawakawa Alliance, YP2K for short, we went to a catchment group's open day, and it was really cool. And I brought Lucy along, and she wrote a wonderful article, which would have been in the midweek. And it was Oxford Street Open Day, Neighbourhood Day,
Yeah.
Neighbourhood Month.
It was in the Times Age, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, page 4 above the
even?
fold.
Oh,
Yeah. Not that I'm counting. Or
Anyway, we say hi to Oxford Street Community
we do.
Garden, who we met. We had a tour, and
Yep.
then we had a tour from Project Awa Tōtara, who are the catchment restoration group for the stream.
Yeah.
That comes through Oxford Street.
Doing incredible work.
Yes, and then we had the Tribe Church
Yes.
down there as well, and it was a really cool vibe, wasn't it?
Really lovely. It was a hot day.
Super hot day. They had games on the green in their
Yep.
space, and they were asking the community what they wanted to see happen in that green space that's
Yeah.
there. Just lovely green space.
Really nice.
Perfect space for
And it kind of a
playground
confluence
or-
of two roads,
Yeah,
eh? Yeah.
And we had apples, and we had good chats, and there were sausages and plant swaps, and
Yeah, it was lovely.
seeing the work
Yeah.
that they were doing was really cool.
I have to apologise to Stephen Thorley from Tribe
yes.
Church for
You
spelling
spelled your
his
name wrong.
surname wrong. And I have never spelt names as wrong as I have since I started this course and been told, I don't know, it's like a willful blindness. Like, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, I even did it in the first piece I had published was about Loco Bookstore.
Yeah.
And I managed to call Virginia until in the caption under the photograph I called her Veronica.
Oh,
I mean, well,
I thought
that's
you were
just...
going to call us something else.
No, I managed to get in the same ballpark. But actually, though, just talking about hard hitting. So when we met the Oxford Street community groups,
Yes.
because it's like a big. There's like a number of groups doing a number of things and all working, you know, in the same direction, but on separate stuff you know, collaboratively at times as well, which was just a lovely thing. But Karen Burgess, who we were talking to, and she, I quoted her in the article, one of the questions she asked was, you know, why do we have to treat stormwater drains like stormwater drains? Why can't they be ecosystems? Because the Mangawhero River is currently managed by council, as I understand it, and I've done a bit of digging as part of the stormwater drainage network for Masterton. And I thought to myself, well, do you know what? I'm going to try and answer that question. So tomorrow I am going to be interviewing an academic from Victoria University, actually, to give me an expert's view on the importance of stormwater drains as urban ecosystems.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'll be talking to a few more people, but that could be quite a big piece. But I'm really curious as to, you know, can we answer Karen's question?
Can we?
Yeah, I'd like
What do
to
you
think.
think? Who's the expert that you're speaking to?
Dr. Vicky Chance. So one thing I've learnt so many of these incredible tools. At the bottom of every homepage of every university, there will be something like find an expert.
Oh.
Yeah, and so you click on that, then you type in your keyword, like so mine was stormwater drains, And then up comes a whole list of all the experts at that university with a specialism.
Every university does that.
I think, well, according to my understanding of what Bernie Whelan said, is that...
I'm going to test now. I'm going to go to the University of Toronto and I'm going to ask about expert for Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Okay. Oh, nice. Were they Canadian then?
No.
No, okay, sorry.
I'd be someone who's done a thesis on the importance of Lynyrd Skynyrd and the oeuvre of classic American rock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there'll be heaps of that.
And you're coming to talk to Amua, so another shout out to Amua.
Yeah. Now, what are Amua? Tell us.
Amua.
Oh, Amua.
It's a resource centre in Featherston off Boundary Road, which is by the timber mill in Featherston, I think.
Yes, it is, yeah.
And it's also in the same compound as the Featherston Food Bank.
Oh.
And basically, they divert things that would have otherwise gone to the tip or into the rubbish waste, and are a place where we can recycle all kinds of plastics, soft plastics,
Tetra Paks.
I've seen sweets because I volunteer there, but we had a person come around to show the sample of what Tetra Pak gets made into.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
You'll see and you'll take a picture hopefully and talk about it because it's such a cool product.
Yeah.
It's basically an alternative to jibboard.
Right.
And it will be, it's kind of hot glued together.
Yeah.
But one side of it is, you can skim and paint it or leave it as is. And the other side, it's basically looks like you can see all the Tetra Paks have been smashed in, so it's kind of all sparkly and colourful.
Wow.
And you can leave that as the surface of the wall if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of crazy, but I'm sure someone might do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where all
Awesome.
that goes. And you can leave the caps on and everything and it all just gets smashed and processed into this
Wow.
beautiful kind of jibboard product.
And is that a New Zealand-made product?
Yeah.
That's happening here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then they take appliances. We've got testing and tagging.
Yeah.
Some of our volunteers have been qualified to become tester taggers for electrical goods so that we can test them and then put them back out for sale.
That's so cool.
We strip stuff down into its component parts and recycle metals and everything we can recycle.
Yeah.
It's a really cool place. I love
It's
it.
a very cool place. How long has it been going?
Ooh, I don't know. Good question. Guy will be able to tell you that.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah,
Cool.
but they're looking for more volunteers, so you can see it on Facebook. It's
Mua.
MUA, M-U-A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R has got that letter A has got a macron on.
Yes.
Yep.
MUA.
Mua. Should we play, because it's 8:30, should we
is
play a
that?
very quick track or should we just call Charlotte? What would you like to do?
Let's play to get us in the mood.
Have we got something real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, let's play.
Yep.
I know. Let's play Call Me. Call Me.
Oh, that's
Sweet.
a good idea. Oh, my ringer's gone off.
We're about to ring,
Oh, no. Hang on.
you, Charlotte.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, okay. I will do. I'm playing it now. Look, listen.
Shake it, 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 bounce, 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 bounce. Baby, you the man, 'cause you put it on me. And every morning I roll over, feel you touching on me. I got another man, but he ain't like you. And I can't be your baby mama, though I'd like to. Call me real late at night when my man is sleeping. Take a red eye to the west side, up and down my spine, and let you feel what you've been missing. I'm so on fire. Call me, ooh, when you need me, baby. You don't have to worry. Call me, we can do something. Call me, ooh, when you need me, baby. You don't have to worry. Call me, we can do something. Baby, take my hand when you're feeling lonely. It don't matter where we're at, let me put it on you. I got another man, but he ain't like you. And I can't be a living lover, though I'd like to. Call me at the break of dawn. I'll be be sure to meet you with no panties on. We can slip and slide, we can take a ride. Lots of love and reminiscing, I'm so bonafide. Oh, when you need me, baby, you don't have to worry. Call me, we can do something. Call me, oh, when you need me, baby, you don't have to worry. Call me, we can do something. Oh, shake it, call me, shake it, shake it, call me, shake it, shake it, shake it, bounce, 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 shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. You can call me, call me. You can call me. Oh, call me. Oh, when you need me, baby, you don't have to worry. Call me. We can do something. Oh, call me. Oh, when you need me, baby, you don't have to worry. Oh, something. Call me.
As I said to Katie in the break, I think it's about sexual intercourse, this one.
It is.
Do you think? Smashing. So she's now 52, that young lady.
Yeah, I just had a realisation of...
Yeah.
I listened to that quite a while ago. But she's cool. Her real name's Charlene Keyes, and she was discovered by Missy Elliott when she came to audition for a girl band that she was putting together.
Okay.
Yeah, so she released her album and like mentored her through.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does she do now?
I don't know.
So that song's quite old, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It sounds very current. Very current.
That's good.
I think so. Well, I didn't know it was old.
It is old.
You know, but you know, I don't have
2000. So it's 23
Yeah,
years ago.
it's a lot. Right, shall we call Charlotte? She's been hanging on for nearly 5 minutes. Oh, she'll be getting all twitchy.
Twitchy.
You know what she's like. Hang on. You're not like that at all, Charlotte.
Call me.
Call me. She's probably thinking, yes, call me.
Yeah, call me.
Rude word, rude word. Oh, here's where we discover that I don't have a number. Oh, no, Charlotte, what's your number? Oh, that's ridiculous. This happens every time.
Call me.
Oh, no. Charlotte, could you text me your number, please? That's ridiculous. Where is she gone? Hang on. Right, keep talking amongst yourselves. Katie?
Oh.
Can you talk amongst yourselves?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Charlotte.
I don't know.
No. Charlotte. Charlotte. Oh, here we are. No, hang on a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Just bear with. Oh, dear. How embarrassing. Think of something to say, Katie. Oh, here it is. I've got it. I'm just trying to call it now. Sorry, Charlotte. Sorry. I see she is in my phone, but her number didn't... Oh, hang on.
It's weird.
Oh.
It's so weird.
Oh. Hello, how are you? Oh, one second. Are you there?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Oh, good. I'm not quite sure how this telephone thing works. So.
And I wasn't getting twitchy at all.
No, I know. I just cast aspersions willy-nilly.
Oh, dear.
Sorry. It's been such a long time, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Such a long time.
It's just a ridiculous amount of time. How have you been?
Oh, fabulous.
Good. This is I mean, you are everywhere. You are almost like famous in Wairarapa and beyond. So I know that you're always terribly busy and doing and making stuff happen. I nearly did a swear word. But it's good to hear that things are going well. And what kind of pies have you got your fingers in currently?
Oh, well, where shall I take this?
Somewhere
obviously
clean.
My beautiful, obviously my beautiful Arrow FM show is a big highlight in my life, and my new venture, which was the reason I think we were chatting with a wee article piece in Wairarapa Lifestyle magazine. But you know, dark skies the Wairarapa Dark Sky project is still a biggie, and a current big project of community focus is fundraising for a pump track here in Martinborough. So that's a biggie, and exciting for the kids.
Yeah.
So, and there's a few other things, as always.
And how much have you got to raise still for your pump track?
Quite a lot, but we have just very excitingly crossed the 100k threshold.
Bloody hell, that's amazing.
Which is a nice moment to be in. Another 120 to go.
That's how much these things cost, is it? Gosh.
Yeah, and that's just quite a budget, but what we believe is right for our community. Being a community-led project as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's you look around the region, like Masterton project was huge, and there's a project going into Greytown that's going to be huge, much bigger scale.
Yeah.
But we don't need to do that because there's the other ones, but we do want to have something, and we believe that we're going to get the best we can for the budget. But yeah, we want to do it properly. So a wee mountain to climb, but it's possible.
Absolutely. Oh, well, if you're involved, of course it's possible. Eminently so. And just before we go delving into Fika World, tell us about how the dark sky stuff's going, and because I feel that milestones have been reached there as well.
Oh yeah, I mean in January when we got the certification tick at last after a long journey for South Wairarapa and Carterton district. It was such an exciting moment.
Yeah.
And at the moment we're just doing a bit of celebrating of that. So we're just about to start roving the 4 towns that are encompassed in that reserve, and doing a wee just public event. So Greytown actually is coming up next week, next Friday. We're starting kicking off in Greytown, and then Featherstone, Carterton, and finishing off in Martinborough, and just doing a wee hour of information night of what does the reserve mean, how can you get involved, how can you help, how can you support, and what possibilities are there, if you're interested in looking at a astrotourism business or something that will support this, or how your business maybe could be pivoted or use it as a tool. So that's quite cool.
Very
and
cool.
Exciting, because having gone for such a long period to get to the reserve status is sort of accreditation, and now it's this whole new chapter of what we knew would come, but we're in it now, and that's exciting.
That's very exciting. Well done, because I know what a slog it's been,
How many years?
It was especially the last year. Anything when you just want to get there and it's taking longer than it anticipated.
Katie's got a question. We're not sure if you can hear Katie, but give it a go, Katie. Get right close.
How many years has it been in the making, Charlotte?
Well, I used to say 4, but it must be closer to 5.
Wow, really? And you've been involved for the whole time, or not the whole time?
No. But I've known about it for the whole time, because it has been the whole time I've lived here. So I can still remember vividly the little postcards that went out in Martinborough and posters. And at that stage, it was just the couple of guys that had a conversation one night saying, looking up, as I always tell the story, these guys looking up at the stars and going, do you think we should protect this? Is this something we should be protecting? And that's where it all stemmed from. Yeah. But I remember seeing the little flyers that went out to ask if anybody was interested in Martinborough becoming a dark sky village. And that's what the aspiration started of. But then as things grew and escalated, it became the bigger project, the bigger South Wairarapa plus Carterton. And now we're hoping that Masterton would like to come into that. And so there's, moves and conversations and things happening there to make that decision, which we would be then supporting and helping them on the journey to get there. So,
do you know if, once you've got an area in, is it easier to tag on more areas, or will Masterton still need to go through as big a project as you to get included in the existing area?
They still have to, it's kind of a rinse and repeat situation.
Okay.
But the benefit is we will be supporting them as far as we've just done it. It's all very fresh. And we just went through on some new criteria as well. So we really know what's happening, and the district plan that was done in our part of the work covered every of the three councils.
Oh, that's clever.
So that's a big piece done. So that doesn't need to be done.
No.
So it's not quite as big.
Yeah.
But yeah, so so it's going to be interesting because it sounds like it's going to be sort of a public engagement on that decision, and so hopefully the Masterton community will embrace and understand enough to think that it is a cool thing to do.
Right.
And we really hope that is the case, because it will be a massive thing to get the whole region.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. Well, look, if you need a journalist to cover any of this, you know where I am. All right, you know.
I know who to call.
Oh, that's tremendous. Well done for doing all that work that you do, and you do it with such graciousness and generosity. But I'm imagining that this kind of new or this world of fika that you've discovered must help maintain some kind of element of well-being in your busy life. So give us the lowdown. What the hell is fika?
Fika.
Sounds like the football association in Korea.
A whole justification system in eating cakes and biscuits.
Oh, lovely.
When I was invited to write for the Wairarapa Lifestyle magazine, which was a big step out of my comfort zone, but one I obviously was going to accept because it just sounded so cool.
Yeah.
So in my first article, I decided to explore what autumn meant to me, and it made me think about how you look. Like, I knew that currently I was looking at different recipes, things to warm the cockles of the heart, but also. And it made me realise it's when I start to think about baking a little bit more.
Okay,
And I like to dabble in a bit of baking here and there, but I have to be in the mood. And I started to realise this, and then I knew about fika.
Yeah.
And so in choosing a topic for the article, it featured in my ideas list, and I was like, let's embrace this, because currently, if I look at my current life, I've just been dabbling in baking cookies, which I seem to have mastered, and I'm doing every 5 minutes to keep the stocks ticked over. And also the Martinborough Bakery's sort of a weekly ritual on a Saturday for the almond croissants. So when I did a bit of research, I was like, this is my dream. Coffee cake, tea cake, wine cake, whatever. This works really well for me. This can fit into my life, and it brings me into my baking zone, and it's a beautiful way. I mean, it's a tradition in Sweden, and it's about taking a moment, and it's sort of connection, and it's been it's a long held tradition. I think it started in the 18th century, and historically, a fika moment would be a sort of a process of going from tiny cookies to the princess cake being the seventh course in the situation of eating all these little nibbles. And I was talking about in the article how, cafe culture here in New Zealand, super strong, super is part of the identity. But you go into a cafe and the muffins are the size of a house and the slices are huge.
It's true. The lolly cake,
it's too big.
It is too big. You're right.
It's too much. It's too much. So I quite like the little just bite-sized morsel with a coffee. I like the amaretti biscuits at Martinborough Bakery are absolutely dreamy.
Yeah.
Problem is you don't stop at the one. You keep on going through the bag, but there's something magical about the tiny bite size as opposed to ploughing into a palm-sized muffin for me personally. And so it was all about sort of embracing those tiny moments and it being a chance to be able to hook up with friends or yourself and just take a moment and make it a moment to stop and connect. And in Sweden, in the culture there, it can be in the workplace a time for really important discussions, and it's frowned upon if you don't go because although they're not formal meetings, some of the important stuff would get discussed. Yeah. So and even dates are done over fika. So it's a thing, and I really liked that.
Yeah. Awesome. And so is this kind of part of your, have you embraced it as part of your your daily routine, or how's it working for you?
I would say definitely, if I think about the weekend, definitely a Saturday morning is, a walk to the bakery, come back with the croissants, and we all have our croissant moment, which is slightly bigger on the fika moment, but it starts our day. And I feel that that's a real ritualistic thing. I have to say the wee cookies that I've perfected, which are only tiny little thumbprints, but I have been sort of baking those quite often, and just find myself having that afternoon little moment, maybe in school term times. It's as I finish work and I make a cup of tea and I just sit down and I take that 15 minutes to just decompress and go, okay, transfer to mum zone and the evening and stuff. So it is definitely something, but I think for me it's seasonal.
Yeah, okay,
so autumn embraces that moment of fika. Summer, wasn't a thing for me.
No.
But definitely autumn, winter, spring, probably emerging out. We could probably stretch it there as well.
Yeah. Because given for you that it's seasonal and it's kind of, almost like a way of hunkering down and getting cozy. Because I think, is it the Danes have got that? Heggy. Yeah, that's it. That kind of, and that's
Hygge,
like,
hygge.
How do you say it?
How did you say it?
Hygge.
Hygge.
It's like nougat with hygge.
Okay, hygge.
Yeah,
and that's all coziness, isn't it? And slippers and warm blankets.
Totally, because it's the same vein. It's that hygge vibe. It's that comfort. It's the slowing down, the hot drinks and the coziness. It's like a hug.
Yes.
Self.
I guess you have to, because it's snowing and you can't go out. In the Baltic states.
Yes, that's right. You do need.
Here we're just like wet.
Is it going to help us get through the wet months, which seem to be?
Yes. I think so. I mean, problem is how much. It doesn't bother me to pile on the pounds, to be honest. But,
that's awesome.
That's part and parcel of the winter, isn't it? It's a natural thing. You expand because
That's right. Because you never take your clothes off until the summer again, because it's too bloody cold. Honestly, I do
keep on going.
Yeah. There will be like whole weeks I just don't take my coat off. When I used to work in an office, the offices are either too hot or they're too cold, and the too cold ones I would never take my coat off. But given that this, you've been writing, is there more writing in your future?
Well, the article in the Lifestyle is going to be a regular thing. So,
great.
But whether that progresses to anything else, because it's quite ironic, given that, it's both ironic now to be writing an article in this magazine, and also the fact that I do have the RFM show, because I've for years and years told myself that I'm no good with words and I can't express myself.
Oh, wow. Well, that's the last thing I'd have thought about you.
So ironically now I totally have flipped that, because it's something that's a big part of my life. So,
you can't stop expressing yourself.
No, so definitely a lot of people would agree there.
So that's interesting.
It is funny. So I definitely the writing is a new challenge, but we'll see where. When you message me and given your study and your thing is like, somebody that wants to talk to me about something I've written is quite, especially from you, is like, mustn't have been too bad.
No, it was great stuff, and I'm excited that you're going to keep on going with that. Have you got like a list of ideas? You would have like at least 1,000 ideas written in several notebooks, but do you know where your next article might take you?
Ironically, yes, because when I was asked, I knew instantly where winter would take me, but I struggled a little bit with autumn to pinpoint something. And so it was nice. Catherine helped me sort of draw. Fika featured in my first draft, but she suggested I hone in onto one thing and that be it. So that was good. But I definitely have where I'd like to head for winter. Yeah.
Great. You're not going to give anything away, are you? You're not even going to give us a hint. Okay. I'll take that. No, that's great. And how's your radio? Your radio show is obviously going great guns, and I know that you're getting an enormous amount of joy doing that. That thing. So, tell the listeners about that show and where they can find it and what they might hear if they tune in.
Oh, Charlotte Flows. So Charlotte Flows is very lucky. I air on 2 p.m. on a Monday and 7 p.m. on a Thursday the same week. Mm-hmm. And at the moment, for April, I have just had a stream of beautiful women joining me for interviews. So I have long periods where it's just me musing and pondering like my journey of life, and I guess my tagline over the duration has become how I'm sharing living my life by my design.
Yeah.
So, and I share my musings on that and what I'm learning. But lately I've been having a lot of ladies on and just taking it in all sorts of directions. I've had last week Claire Wells was on with the business A Complete Cow, so she was talking about farming. I had a beautiful lady, Jenna Matchett, talk about her and her family doing the TA trail from November through to March, which was just amazing, quite mind-blowing. Yeah. And just a mix of myriad of people. Just, I'll ask anybody to come on if I've had a conversation and gone, let's talk on the show.
That's what we do, isn't it, Katie?
Yeah. So, 'cause it's lovely to just get curious about what other women are doing, because I think you can have a view of somebody, but if you scrape the surface a little bit, there's a lot more under there, and that's what I like chatting about. And so it is a joy for me. It's my half an hour a week of time for me on a little project that's just for me, which I really enjoy doing. And Marina from RFM, who comes to my home to record, is a joy, and absolutely love just hanging out with her for half an hour. So it's cool. I love it.
And the half-hour format is great, isn't it? Because it's not so much to get kind of, if you're on your own, you can carry a half hour with some music, and if you're talking to somebody, particularly if they're a bit nervous about joining you on air, then half an hour is nice, because they don't have to spiral on that half hour.
No, and it evaporates. Like, you sort of say to people, like, we're going to have a conversation like we would in a cafe over fika. But the only difference is it's in my house and there's going to be somebody listening in, but it's just like the person that's listening in on the table next door anyway. It's just that she's recording it.
Yeah, that's right, exactly, yeah.
It's cool. I love it.
Oh, good. Oh, it's so good to hear you so happy and productive as always. And we wish you all the best. And I think me, you and Katie are all due a curry at some point, aren't we?
Oh, definitely we are. Yeah, that has been way too long.
It has been way too long. I think it was like pre-COVID, wasn't it? When we met.
Probably.
And do you remember that kitten
crazy
chased us? That kitten followed us all the way to my house? Do you remember that? God, yeah.
I can remember so many things about that evening that we need to revisit.
That's right. Same. Awesome. Well, Charlotte, we'll let you get on with your wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah, always a joy talking to you.
Absolute pleasure, ladies. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. You take care and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Take care, ladies. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
The fika. Oh, it's Finnish as well.
Is it?
It's half an hour. The time that you should take is half an hour.
So, it's different from our morning tea, is it? Do you think?
We don't formally do morning tea. Like, it sounds like it's a more formal thing.
Yeah.
That happens everywhere.
Yeah.
Across all, strata of society.
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Because some workplaces wouldn't stop for morning tea, and they certainly wouldn't stop together.
No.
It's a together thing.
Yeah. When I worked at Borough of Poole Council in Dorset. Borough of Poole.
Borough of Poole.
Borough of Poole Council in Dorset, right? The ladies used to come round with the trolley, and she would say, tea and coffee, But I turned it into tea and gossip because, you would stand in that row of waiting to get to the front of the queue and we'd always have a really good gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah, tea and gossip.
That's
It was funnier in my mind.
No, it was good. I was just like, I thought they came to your desk and they gave
No,
it to your desk.
the lovely lady would park up one end of the office.
Oh, and call
and
out.
yeah, and sometimes if you're really into your work, you wouldn't know until suddenly there was just this huge exodus of people just fighting to get to the front of the queue.
Oh.
And I remember I would get a hot chocolate and snack biscuits. They were chocolate covered, so good. Get 4 in a packet. Bloody lovely. Love that stuff.
Well, my first experience of English tea trolleys was probably my third. I just arrived in London in '99 and I was doing a temp job at offices in one of the posh squares by the British Museum. Mm. I think it might have been in that Bloomsbury kind of area.
Oh, yes.
And it was they owned this company. They were quantity surveyors, and they owned all the square and the buildings and everything all around.
Yeah.
And they had an actual little tea lady, but she came to your desk.
Oh.
It was a 4 trolley with full service and like a tea cake, a tea cake
like a
plate,
Yeah.
the tiered plate.
Yeah,
And
like
you
a
had,
cake stand.
Yeah, like a cake stand.
No way.
And you got an actual tea. You didn't go. I think that's because they wanted you to keep working.
Yeah,
So you stayed at your desk. But she came round and gave you whatever you wanted off the tea trolley.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is a memory. That's a cool memory.
Yeah.
I was just, the bit of research I did today about fika was that Sweden ranks really highly, is one of the world's happiest.
Yeah.
And also one of the most
Probably
productive.
why. Yeah.
I did see an article.
Enforced half-hour break where you drink and eat. Yes, please.
Yeah, that's right. What's not to like? But I wonder what impact COVID has had. I know that the Swedes had a slight...
Working from home.
Yeah, but the Swedes did have a slightly different approach to managing COVID, didn't they? Maybe that's because they wanted to hang on to traditions
Maybe.
like, fika. You never know. Katie, we need to talk to John Gilbert of the Thorpe, but I think we need a little musical
Sure.
break.
Well, let's play my fika tune.
Let's do it.
This is for Charlotte.
While you find it, I'm just going to say to John, call you in 5 minutes.
Sure.
Call you in 5. Call you in... Oh, I've spelled it all the wrong... call you in... Yeah. So what are we going to play?
So this band is called First Aid Kit.
Are they? That's brilliant.
And even though they're 2 sisters and they're from Sweden.
No.
Yes. Because when I was looking up fika music and they were already on my playlist. So I thought that was funny. But basically they are country and western goddesses.
Yeah.
So they sound like they're American, or they sound like they're from the Southern America.
Yeah.
And everybody loves them in Tennessee and stuff. So.
And they're called First Aid Kit. That is just the best name.
And this song is called My Silver Lining.
Okay. Because we've been coming up with a few names for bands, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah. Pindone Carrot.
Oh, that's right.
So our band names are inspired by walks to the river. And the moment they're trying to eradicate rabbits with something called Pindone Carrot. That's right. So I thought that'd be a great name for a punk band.
Am I playing it already?
Yeah. I tell you what, I'll play this track.
Right. I got excited because I was looking at my list of
We can come back.
Oh, here we
we are.
Firm eggs.
Firm eggs. That was from when we went to the cafe and you insisted on having firm eggs.
Yeah, well, what's wrong with that?
Well, I did.
That was my fika time. I don't have a sweet, I have firm eggs. Where we're going, we don't need words, and that would be an instrumental band. And then this one, I think, Badly Drawn to...
That's right.
Oh my God, Carterton residents, can we all confirm there's a truck for sale on Carterton Main Street heading north? If you're heading north, it'll be on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And it's like is it a horse truck or something?
Looks like a horse truck, yeah.
And it's got like silhouettes of cow...
Girls
or cow people?
Yeah.
Cow, boy, girl.
Kind of country and western themed on the back end.
Yeah. And I'm 100% sure, I'm pretty 100% sure that it's a
breast.
breast. Like it's a...
So it's a silhouette of a woman,
Yeah.
and she has one breast, but then she also has this other breast, which is very pointy and to me looks like the silhouette of an elbow.
Yeah.
We've nearly come to blows on this, Carterton. Save a friendship. Tell us, is it a breast?
Or badly drawn.
Is it a badly drawn TIT, or is it an elbow? So
Really
we'd
love it. If someone could clear that up. But anyway, that's the other band name.
Okay, so I'm going to play My Silver Lining from First Aid Cut.
Kit.
Kid, I know. Oh, it's a good start.
I don't want to wait anymore. I'm tired of looking for answers. Take me someplace where there's music and there's laughter. I don't know if I'm scared of dying, but I'm scared of living too fast, too slow. Regret, remorse, hold on. No, I gotta go. There's no starting over, no new beginnings. Time raises on. Just gotta keep on keeping on. Gotta keep on going, looking straight out on the road. Can't worry about what's behind you, what's coming for you further up the road. Try not to hold on to what is gone. I try to do right what is wrong. I try to keep on keeping on. Yeah, I just keep on keeping on. I hear a voice calling out for me. These shackles I made in an attempt to be free. Be it for ease, be it for love. I won't take the easy road. Ooh, I've woken up in a hotel room. My worries as big as the moon. Having no idea what or where I am. Something good comes with the bad. A song's never just sad. There's hope, there's a silver line. Show me my silver line. Show me my silver line. I hear a voice calling out for me. These shackles I made in an attempt to be free. Be it for ease, be it for love. I won't take the easy road. I won't take the easy road, the easy road, the easy road. Oh, I won't take the easy road, the easy road, the easy road. Oh, show me my silver line. I try to keep on keeping on. Show me my silver line. I try to keep on keeping on. Show me my silver line. I try to keep on keeping on. Show me my silver line. I try to keep on keeping on.
Hi, Stu.
There's absolutely nothing to not like about that song.
Isn't it lovely?
Really good.
It's Clara and Johanna
Söderberg
Söderberg.
from
Sisters.
First Aid Kit.
Swedish.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. We need to talk to John Gilberthorpe now.
Yeah.
He is directing a play called Ladies' Day. He's going to tell us all about it. 1 second, please hold caller. Right, you ready?
Yes.
Hang on, let me put him on speaker.
All the only little babies.
And don't forget, get nice and cosy with that microphone. Oh, can you hear it? Can you hear it through your headphones?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hello, Lucy.
Hello, John. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Oh, Katie's also here in the studio.
Hi,
Hello,
John.
Katie.
Hello.
Hi.
Now, you've had a very busy day, John.
Oh,
so
I'm just about asleep. You're calling so late.
well, we won't keep you long. All right?
That's
We
all
won't
right.
keep you- So, John, lots of people in the region will know you, but you're John Gilberthorpe, and you are a stalwart of the amateur dramatic scene, or the community theatre scene.
Community theatre.
Community
yeah,
theatre, that's it. And you are currently directing, co-directing with Vic Stevens, a wonderful play called Ladies' Day.
That's right.
Yeah, so tell us all about it. I've seen some of the cast, they're doing remarkably well under your tutelage, but tell us about the play. What can people expect?
What can people expect? Well, the play's about 4 women who have pretty mundane jobs working in a fish factory in Hull in the UK.
Awesome.
And then for various reasons, they end up going to Royal Ascot. In 2005, Royal Ascot went up to the York Racecourse for 1 year. And so these women ended up at a day at the races, and all kind of things happened, and lots of fun things happened. And during that time, you possibly think, oh, these are a mundane group of people, but they're certainly not. And when you get to know them and their stories get told during this day of fun, fizz, and all kind of things at the racecourse, and they do a bit of betting as well and things like that, and so that's part of the storyline.
Awesome. Who's the play written by, John?
Amanda Whittington, English playwright.
Okay.
And don't ask me which other plays she's written, but she's written several and, of a genre. And a very good play, very good observer of characters of people.
Yeah, and that's what I thought when I sat in on a rehearsal, because at one stage you were thinking about doing the accents, but I know that that's no longer a thing, which I think is, because
we decided if you couldn't consistently do it, and a Yorkshire accent or a Hull accent, as it turns out to be, is quite strong. It's quite hard to maintain.
Oh.
So we decided not to. A couple of the cast have got English backgrounds, and their accents sort of come through, and so we thought it was better to do it that way.
Totally, and it just means that your cast can kind of really just focus on those relationships, because that was the one thing I noticed is that the script is very peppy, and there's a lovely pace to it, and it's all about those wonderful relationships between the characters, which was really coming out even at that very early stage when you were just beginning to rehearse. So
that's right. Yeah. And those stories, they've all got stories. The 4 women have got stories, and they slowly come out over the course of a day. It's a day at the races, while a lot of alcohol, a lot of champagne is being drunk and things like that. But the characters, they really develop, and you have a lot of empathy for them as the play develops.
Now you've the bunch of actors that you've got. We've got some old hands, but you've also got some people who are new to Greytown's theatre, which is exciting, eh?
I think so. Really good, because we haven't done any shows for 2 or 3 years now. COVID hit us really bad.
Yes.
And this is the first show in Studio 73. We did one show there more 2020 when it was still owned by St John, but since we've owned it, it's our first show.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, you do actually own that building now.
We do.
Which is amazing.
And it's important to remember, or important to know really, that it's a studio type space. It's a multi-purpose space used during the daytime for anything from Tai Chi to line dancing to belly dancing to whatever other kind of dancing there might be. And so it's got to be converted quickly to a space that we can use for the theatre.
Yeah.
And while the show's on, we block out the space for a couple of weeks. So we only seat about mid-30s to late 30s, 38 people in the audience.
Right.
But
pretty cool
yeah.
kind of intimate atmosphere that you can create.
It's certainly intimate.
Yeah.
You know, there's the audience is not dragged into the show or anything, but, you know, you're close to the action.
Yeah, totally. And that would be quite an interesting experience for the actors as well, to be so close to their
they don't
audience.
seem to worry about it at all. They seem to like the idea. So, yeah, it's really good. And when Lynn Bushell did, we did a show called Kelly about 3 years ago. We did it in the round there. And so that was similar kind of setup. And that was an intimate space and it worked really well.
Yeah.
So this time we can set things up better and we've got a better lighting rig now. We've got a new lighting rig and things like that.
Awesome.
It should work really well.
Now, are you still called Greytown Little Theatre, or are you now?
We are.
You are. Okay.
We are, but we name the building. We perform at Studio 73. So much of it, everything's marketed as performing at Studio 73. We wanted to have a sort of a neutral kind of name because of the multi-purpose use of the space. You know, we do. There's music events there. All kinds of other events happen there as well.
Awesome.
John, are you still doing costume hire? What's happened?
No, we're not. Sadly, we've still got our costumes, and we've had them stored in a container for about 4 years now. But our good friends at Cobblestones Museum have agreed that we can have one of the back rooms of one of their buildings to store the costumes there, which is going to be fantastic. So, but unfortunately, no, it's not accessible for hiring, but at least we've still got the costumes.
Yeah, totally. That's right. Yeah. And are you always looking for actors?
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. Yeah, good point. Now we're back on the road, as I say. We're back on the horse, so to speak.
Yep.
And doing shows. Yeah, we will be. And I think it's really important. There's been quite a lot of interest from new people wanting to join up and things with the theatre, but you've got to be able to make sure you've got shows and things that they can see or activities that they can be part of.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are on the lookout for actors. And as I say, this time we've had 2 or 3 new ones to this show, which is fantastic.
Awesome. And when does rehearsals finish and you actually put this show on?
Oh, all being well. It's due to open, will open on Wednesday, the 17th of May. So we just got over 4.5 weeks now. So
exciting.
It is exciting, and bookings and that should be open from later this week. They'll be through Event Finder.
Oh,
so
great. Okay.
Thursday or Friday this week, they'll be available there.
Brilliant. Well, I'll be buying my ticket, that's for sure.
Oh,
and
great.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's a lovely play. Really lovely relationships between the actors.
Yeah, I think they'll go away feeling good.
Yeah.
And there's a musical interlude that flows through it as well, as you know.
Oh yes, there is. That's right.
The Tony Christie theme.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I've forgotten about that. Yeah.
Quite interesting that. We've got a local guy who we've got to know has recorded it for us.
Oh,
this
fabulous.
Is the way to Amarillo. Yeah, we thought we're not going to use the Tony Christie version. We'll use our version.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well done, John. It's lovely to see the theatre up and running again, and we look forward to this show and more in the future. And, you can go to bed now.
Thank you very much. You've made me wide awake.
Oh, no.
I did see your little preview on Facebook earlier on, so I knew what you're on about.
Oh, yeah, it's that kind of show, John.
Oh, that's great to know.
Oh, good on you. Thank you so much for being part of our evening. Lovely to see you.
Okay.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Oh, that sounds really, really good.
It's a nice little play. Yeah, really nice. Just great actors. And so originally I did go in because I can do a few accents. So I did kind of just general Northern.
Right. So what's Hull accent? What would that be?
Well, it's Northern. I got to say, well, I realised when I got there that I said, I'm just going to do general Yorkshire, as northern as I can get without going Scottish. And so that's where we went. But I think Hull is a little bit different again. It's all in the draw. Yeah.
As seaside. Isn't Hull seaside?
Yeah.
Or port?
Yes, I think they have got a port, haven't they? Hull, port of... Well, we could look it up. Hull. And Yeah,
The
very.
House Martins from Hull?
Oh, yeah, I think they might be. Yeah.
Kingston upon Hull.
Do you know, it's when you ask me questions, Katie, I realise how little I know
About your own country.
about anything.
Oh.
I have no recall of any useful facts. I'm so
Hull
sorry.
sparked the English Civil War.
Gosh, did
Hey,
we?
but it's the birthplace of slavery abolitionist William Wilberforce.
Oh, well, nice work.
And aviatrix Amy Johnson.
Oh, well, they are, they're hard hitters over in Hull.
It's rich in history.
It is rich in it. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Is that
it's in, when they put something in inverted commas.
Yeah.
I saw something the other day, it was in inverted commas, and it went like, it was for advertising a fair or something, it was like, fun, inverted. And then it was like fish and chips. Does that mean it's not actually fish?
No way. They put the fish in.
Yeah.
Oh, I do find myself wanting to do that, and also italicising things.
Oh, when you're writing.
Yeah. Like,
Putting thing, but you can only do that if it's a speech.
well, if you paraphrase, you just have single.
Yeah.
And my tutor did have to tell me, he said, just try writing an article without paraphrasing. I tried it, and, to excellent effect. It was a much better article. But I love his gentle encouragement for me to stop doing bad habits.
It's a really nice way to
Try not doing that. You know that thing you do?
Bad
Don't.
news for Hull's violent crime statistics are up 37%.
Oh, no, I am sorry. Gosh.
Jeepers. What language is spoken in Hull? It's a port city, I was right.
There you
in
are.
East Yorkshire.
Yep. Oh, could you hear my tummy rumbling then?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you?
I did.
Oh, jeez.
Came through the speakers. Is it safe to go out at night in Hull?
Oh, what do they say?
It's ranked fairly badly for safety concerns.
Oh, no.
Is this a true rating? This could be, you could look about this in your data extrapolation course.
Yeah.
33% out of 100 for how safe people felt walking home at night.
Just 33% felt safe.
Well, it says 33 out of 100. Doesn't say. That's why I need interpreting.
Yeah. So 33 people out of 100. So 33% of people report not feeling safe.
Yeah.
Or
No,
are
that
they?
means 70.
Are they?
No, 60. That means 60%, 67% do feel safe.
Yeah, and that 33% don't.
That's not bad, is it? The city ranks badly for safety concerns.
Let's be aspirational here. How about 100% people feel safe?
Well, that's what you want. But I'm saying this is why we need data.
Yeah.
People who can, what do you call it? Interpret.
Yeah, totally. But also maybe give them a better way of describing, because it doesn't sound like it's very well described.
No.
There, yeah. Yeah, and I know you can read really well, so I don't think it was how you were reading.
Ambiguous.
Ambiguous, that's
Ambiguous.
right. Should we play some more music?
Ambiguous. Yes.
The lovely thing about your shorter playlists and us having fewer guests is we get to play all the music.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, which is lovely, eh?
Yes.
Oh, I've got to give something a shout afterwards.
Okay.
The Great Clothes Swap.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'll bring that up on the Pooter. What should we listen to next? Pooter.
Call me. Oh, let's
What?
listen to this.
Yeah, what?
This is a new one to me. It's a band called Boy Genius, but guess who's...
Oh, sorry.
St. Lucy.
Carry on. Yep.
It's Boy Genius is the band.
Yeah.
But guess who's in it?
I don't know. Tell me. I'm not going to know who they
You
are.
have to guess. It's someone that we
can't.
like.
I
She's
can't.
English.
Kate Bush.
No. Phoebe Bridges.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Is it?
Ah.
Oh, I'm confused. Anyway, that's not as good as a story as it's going to be. Anyway, here's my new favourite song.
Okay.
It's Boy Genius.
Brilliant.
Not strong enough.
I'm playing it. Here we go.
Phoebe Bridges.
Black hole opened in the kitchen. Every clock's a different time. It would only take the energy to fix it.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge on guitar there.
Thank you for pointing it out to me, everybody. I made a mistake. But she is a folk artist on her own right. She's very
Yes, and that was a great song. That was a great track.
good. She's played in Coachella.
Oh, well, there you are.
Always.
Anyway, what were we going to talk about?
Oh, you wanted to do a shout out for
I did.
something.
The Great Carterton Clothing Swap returns.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So I tried to get Catherine Bartlett, artist, and also co-organiser of this event.
Kathy.
On. Kathy. Did I just call her Catherine?
You did.
That's weird.
What's happening with you and names?
I don't know.
Kathy Bartlett.
I'm on a little bit of a sugar high right now.
She is. She's just had her second bounty.
Oh, I just can't do it anymore. Katie thought I was going to go into some sort of hypoglycemic
Shock.
event because she thought it was sweat on my lip, and it wasn't. It was Coke. I mean Coca-Cola. Anyway, back to
Anyway, back to me.
what's that Bette Midler line? That's enough about me. What do you think about me? Anyway,
What's that from?
I think it's either from
Features.
Yes, that's
Is it Features? I hate that film.
Do you?
Hate it.
Oh, why? God, that's making you go really
Yeah, really.
vicious. What do you not like about it?
I don't know. It just gives me a real visceral. Ugh.
Oh, Krista Berg does that for me. Oh, God. Christy,
I think
creep
it's
me
the
out.
cancer and who's the other actress in it? I don't mind Bette Midler because I identified her because she was red hair and
Yeah.
hung out under bridges.
I didn't hear that. What did you say?
I said she had red hair and she hung out under bridges.
Not Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
No, the other actress. Barbara Hershey.
Oh, you don't like her?
No.
What's wrong with Barbara Hershey? I don't even know who she
It just
is.
got all too maudlin at the end.
Yeah.
And then she sung that. When First 10 minutes of Beaches. That's it.
Yeah. I am.
We're going to start a new movement. And we just watch you don't have to watch the whole film and you don't have to feel bad about it. Just watch the good parts.
Right. Oh. What do you think about people who watch films speeded up?
Oh, I did that once.
Yeah?
Not a film, a television series episode. Because I was in a bloody hurry.
Really? So you sped it up?
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't imagine doing that.
It doesn't. Not
Can you
like.
speak into your microphone?
I'm trying to look at you.
Well, don't. Just, you know what I look like. Look over the top of the microphone.
Fluffy.
Are the wheels falling off?
A little bit.
What wheels?
Where we're going, we don't need wheels. Who said that? What's that from?
Oh,
No.
no.
Where we're going, we
We don't need words.
No roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Who said that?
Doc Brown.
Oh,
door,
from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Far out.
Jeez, that took a while.
Well, it's like you're testing me all the time. I get really flustered.
Do you?
Yeah. Shall I get back to this event?
You're all right then.
Well, you can read about it if you want.
No,
You
it's
can
fine,
talk
you
it. No.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Kathy Bartlett. Kathy Bartlett and Sarah Wright are organising this wonderful thing. I've been to one before. It was excellent.
I have been to one too.
Did you swap stuff? Or did you just mooch?
I can't remember.
It's $10 to enter. So you pay your $10 and you bring along your stuff. And so I'm just going to read it out. So the process is simple. Now, if Kathy was here, she'd say it with aplomb. I don't have any ploms. They're not in season. Anyway. Okay. First things first, invite all your Facebook friends. Invite all your Facebook and non-Facebook friends to join us. The more people we have swapping, right? Just pull yourself together. The more people we have swapping, the better your chances of getting your hands on the wedding dress combat boots of your dreams. Share this event. Then you go through all your drawers. cupboards,
Yeah.
trunks in the attic, and pull out, oh, I've got burps again, and pull out anything you'd like to have a new lease of life on someone else. Keeping you up. Frocks, snow gear, togs, shoes. Oh, I don't know if I want somebody else's togs. But anyway, not everybody feels like me about this.
Only
Shoes,
if it's still got the sanitisation strip in it.
you can put your own in.
Cut. You'd be like cutting little bits of Glad wrap out. Put back the
Sticking them
sanitary-
down with a bit of looped sellotape. Shirts and blouses, fur coats, ball dresses, jeans, cardies. This is a great selection. All of these are perfect for swapping.
Did they say accessories?
Did not
Handbags and...
No, it doesn't
belts?
say that actually, but that is a very good question. I advise you, Katie, to maybe email the administrators of this page, the Great Carterton Ladies Clothes Swap. Actually, we'll accept anything that's in great condition. So yes, accessories, clean and not underwear. Please, not underwear. Do not bring your underwear, except what you're wearing. And don't expect to swap it when you arrive. Find out 10 items each. 10 items, full stop. Each item you bring will allow you to take one item of your choice home. So if you only bring 3 items, you only get to take 3 items home.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Entrance to this event is just $10. Come along to the South End School Hall at 10 a.m. on the 30th of April. All right, got it? Bring your bag of clothes for us to sort while you enjoy a delightful cup of tea with all the best ladies. Before long, the swap will begin. Pat yourself on the back. You go home feeling very pleased with your haul and quite righteous for helping out our school fundraising efforts. That's on the 30th of April. You can find it. It's an event. There's an advert for it on Facebook. The Great Carterton Ladies Clothing Swap returns. You don't swap returns. It's the event is returning.
Oh, right.
I don't think I put the emphasis on the right places. So that's exciting. I might go to that. Are you all right?
Yeah.
You're really giggling.
Yeah.
We don't have to do the full 2 hours. Good news, ladies and gentlemen, is Katie and Lucy might decide not to do the full 2 hours. Have we got any more music left on our wonderful...
yeah.
Yeah? Would you like to play another?
Sure.
Yeah.
Might have to put the aircon on. Is it hot?
Said the menopausal woman. Well, I'm not excessively warm.
Yeah, but
Then I haven't lost my mind.
You got that hot.
I do. Yeah,
So
you
got
got
that
me this.
I did.
Where did you get it from, Katie?
I moonlight as a fashion advisor.
You do.
Just
And-
to a couple of exclusive clients.
Me and Tiff North. But you're very good at it.
That's from
I thought I had something on my chin,
No,
but you're
no.
just having a scratch. Yep.
Dressmart Mothership.
Oh, in
Waitangi
Pororua?
Waitangi-Rua.
Waitangi-Rua.
Yeah.
And it's at Save Mart Mothership.
Yes, Save Mart, not Dressmart. Dressmart's the new clothes. Save Mart's the old clothes.
Oh, Dress
No,
Mart.
Dressmart.
No, where's
It's
Dress
in
Mart?
Tower, I think, and it's
It's
like labels, but cheap labels.
Oh.
Like new clothes.
Yeah.
But Save Mart, like the one in Masterton, but
Yeah.
the original and the best Mothership.
Is that-
Waitangi-Rua.
Right.
Akaporirua.
There you-
Right. Let's put on. Let's put on the Divine Comedy.
Yes,
I
please.
know you love them.
Where are they?
Songs of Love.
They're not on my list.
They should.
Yes, they are. I can see it now. What are you saying?
I've got a lot of songs in here about love. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like you at all. There was one about sexual intercourse earlier on. Didn't know where to look, Katie.
And also apologise for saying TIT on.
I just
weren't
felt
sure, and Lucy
I felt weird about
felt weird
the way-
about it, so she spelt it.
But if I was to talk about birds like blue tits, cold tits,
Yeah.
suddenly my embarrassment just melts away. Right, I'm going to press play on Divine Comedy. Absolutely adore them. Oh, gosh. Neil, wasn't he? Eh?
What do you mean? He's not dead.
No, I know, but he'll be older.
Yeah, he's still
Still hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Take your word for it. Here we go. I'm playing the song.
Call me
Oh, hang on, I don't know what I've done there. Oh, that was a radio fade up. In. Bye.
Pale pubescent beasts roam through the streets and coffee shops. Their prey gather in herds with stiff knee-length skirts and white ankle socks. But while they search for a mate, my type hibernate in bedrooms above, composing their songs of love. Young uniform minds in uniform lines and uniform ties, around with trousers on fire and signs of desire they cannot disguise. While I try to find words as light as the birds in that circle above, to put in my songs of love. Fate doesn't hang on a wrong or right choice. Fortune depends on the tone of your voice. So sing while you have time. Let the sun shine down from above and fill you with songs of love. Take me. Fate doesn't hang on a wrong or right choice. Fortune depends on the tone of your voice. So let's sing while we still can, while the sun hangs high up above. Wonderful songs of love, beautiful songs of love.
Oh, I miss the harpsichord.
You can't be a harpsichord.
You can't be a harpsichord.
You can't.
No, you really can't. That was great. That takes me back. That reminds me of,
Arriving in London, taking the National Express.
yes. Yes, because I used to travel to university on the National Express. You know, back in the day, they would make you sandwiches. There would be somebody on board
Oh,
who
like
brought,
a tea lady.
Yeah, like a tea lady. Except once I got on a bus, I was used to having sandwiches, you know, on my long haul trips. And I remember getting on, I had a boyfriend at the time, and we got on the bus. And I remember saying, do you do sandwiches? And the man said, the concierge said, I don't do sandwiches, and walked off.
That's disappointing.
It was very... No. It's become a bit of a catchphrase of mine. I don't do sandwiches. No, yeah. You had to be there. Shall we go? You've had enough?
I think so.
Yeah? Yeah.
You?
Yeah, I think I have. I mean, it's been great. Don't get me wrong. And it's been great. Yeah, I think we've covered quite a lot.
Oh, we wanted to say about something, but we're not sure whether it's ready.
Oh, yeah, no, I think we should. Yeah.
Well, we're starting a new business.
Yeah. We haven't come up with a name yet, have we?
Well, I sense a theme. We're unnamed. You say it.
Well, both Katie and I have had some MCing experience. I'd like to say we've had some success in our role as MC. You are great by, extracting cash from people in high pressure bingo situations and other sorts of environments. I have done quite a few MCing. I once MC'd in replacement of Susie Ferguson.
Really?
I did.
What happened to Susie?
She was meant to do, she had a migraine and she was meant to do Farming for the Future when that was a thing.
yeah,
and I stepped in.
Yeah.
I I might have been the only person available, at short notice, and I was standing there going, me.
I love Susie.
But I really did enjoy it. And Susie is luminously beautiful in real life. So anyway, we're going into business and we're undecided about what we're going to call it, but it has to be very funny and maybe maybe like double entendre, double meaning,
Oh, yeah.
a double meaning. Yeah, that's it. Doesn't have to mean sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, or sexy language. Anyway, back on topic. Oh, you're falling asleep. That's just rude. So we've started a new business and our first gig together is going to be, what is it, Katie? Tell us.
It's part of the Festival of Christmas.
Yes.
In Greytown.
Yes.
The Cobblestones event.
Yes.
The official program's not out
No.
yet, which is
This
why
is-
we're not sure whether they're supposed to be saying
Yeah.
anything.
But shall we just
Just a
say...
heads up, I've saved the date.
Yeah. Should we actually say what the event is, or should we just... We will be appearing as MCs, co-MCs for an event during the Festival of Christmas.
Oh, yes, there you go.
How about that?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good. A teasing,
Yeah.
little tease.
Yeah, little tease, a little bit of a tickle. Oh, different times. Okay, I think it's time we left. Hang on, could you just amuse the listeners while I work out how to close this show out without breaking anything? Hang on. I know that Michael sent me a wonderful email. So at the end, say goodbye and flick mics and on air to off position and press your program button.
I think we can handle that.
Yeah.
Shall we go out on a song?
No, not
goodbye?
allowed.
No, you're
no, I don't even know what that would do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just
right,
what will
Bye.
happen. Okay, yeah, bye. See you next month, May already, nearly Christmas. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.